Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on our webinar, Morocco's Most Extraordinary Culinary Experiences, unveiled by Yadi Travel DMC, who is doing this webinar live from Les Doges, Casablanca, a Relais and Chateau property. My name is Ana Camarar. I work with emerging destinations. And before passing everything to Camille, I want to give you all a brief overview of our companies and the cool companies and cool places we have in our portfolio. Next slide, please. So Emerging Destinations is a boutique sales and marketing representation company headquartered in Georgia, in Atlanta. We represent DMOs, DMCs, hotels, cruises, lodges, and camps from many different countries across Asia, Africa, Europe, Central, and South America. And you can see the company names and their logos on your screen now. In case you have any questions or you want to schedule a private training session with you and your team, please don't hesitate to contact me after this webinar. You can see my contact information on your screen now. You have my email address as well as my WhatsApp number. Regarding this webinar session, and in case you need to step away or answer the phone during Camille's presentation, don't worry, we are recording this webinar, and tomorrow we will be sending you this webinar recording by email. So feel free to do a quick break if you need so, as you can rewatch this webinar again during the weekend or in the upcoming weeks. Also, it's important to mention that all our attendees are mute. However, Camille will be answering any questions you may have at the end of his presentation. For that purpose, we encourage you to type any questions, any doubts you may have on the control panel on your right. And after Camille's presentation, we will be going over those questions one by one. Okay, regarding the follow-up email that we will be sending you all tomorrow, we will include on that not only the webinar recording, but also Camille's PowerPoint presentation and some other marketing materials like videos, photos, etc., that might help you selling with confidence Morocco. Also, this webinar recording will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, and we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as to follow us on Instagram, as you will be able to watch other videos, training sessions, and get other materials and blogs and photos, etc., from the cool companies in cool places we represent across the globe. So this is all on my side. Now I'm glad to introduce you to Camille Benjeloun, who is the co-owner of Yadi Travel DMC in Morocco. Over to you, Camille.
Thank you so much, Anna, and welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm already seeing some names that I already know, some partners that we have. Hello, and thank you for all joining us. So today is a special webinar. We're doing it co-branded with one of our most trusted partners, which is Les Doges, Relais Chateau in Casablanca. So this webinar is mainly about extraordinary culinary experiences that we have in Morocco. As you know, in Yadi Travel, we are more into experiential travel. So we'll focus on this one on culinary experiences all around Morocco, since gastronomy is one of the big assets of Morocco. And to begin with, we'll do, so Dina from Les Doges will do a brief presentation of the hotel in order to introduce it to you, and maybe for you as well to suggest it more when you have some clients in Morocco. So I'll let the mic to Dina, that will take the lead and present to you the different slides that she might have.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listening to us. And thank you to Yadi Travel for choosing us today to represent Casablanca. So, as I told you, I'm Dina. I'm the executive manager of Le Doge. And I'm really happy to speak about Le Doge today, as it's particularly close to my heart. Our philosophy is to bring people here in Casablanca, and sorry. Pardon, comment je fais? So I'm going to start to speak about something that I think is really, really important for us. It's our team, our dedicated team that is united by one goal, is that making every guest feel at home. I think that what makes our property truly special is that we believe that luxury is not only about a place. Désolée, mais attends, non.
All right, sorry, just one sec. So I'll start maybe just while we're having the updated version by doing a quick presentation of Yadi Travel and going back to Le Doge. So just for you to have some, I'll just give you some words about Yadi Travel. So there's few of you that already know the company, but let me introduce first myself quickly. So I'm the founder of Yadi Travel, which is a boutique DMC based in Morocco, Casablanca. We are actually a DMC that is specialized more into experiential travel, as I was saying. So we like to say that when you travel with us, you travel for the why, and you don't travel for the where. It's not just ticking a box saying I've been there and there, but really traveling with passion, with meaning, and building strong connections. So Yadi, which actually means hand in classic Arabic, we chose this name because we like to say that we are handcrafters of unique travel memories. All the different journeys that we create and that we curate are really crafted with a lot of care and the deep craftsmanship in the different journeys we design. And this is how we want to reveal every true essence in every adventure that we are proposing in our beautiful country in Morocco. I also would like to highlight the fact that Morocco is now closer than ever to the United States. First of all, we had the different non-stop flights from New York, Washington, and Boston and Miami with the Royal Air Maroc. But as some of you might know, we have the United Airlines that just opened in late 2024 from New York to Marrakech direct, and Delta Airlines that just opened last year in October 25 from Atlanta to Marrakech. We are also proud to announce that the first flight from the West Coast to Africa, actually, direct flights, will be open on June 7th with the Los Angeles Casablanca with the Royal Air Maroc, and will be the main partner and sponsor of this opening flight, bringing some travel agents in Morocco with this flight and taking care of the on the ground with this flight. So we are happy to be the sponsor of this new flight that will bring Morocco closer than ever. I would like very quickly to say something. Please know that we are 6 hours from New York and we are 9 hours from Dubai. So the Middle East is super far from us. We are seeing as a lot of people that were supposed to go to the Middle East now coming to Morocco. However, there are some Americans that tend to think that we are quite close and tend to cancel their journeys in Morocco because they think we are close to the Middle East. We're not at all. So just a small points of geography in order to remind this to everybody. We are also proud to explore every corner of Morocco. So whether it's the cultural and spirituality of Fez, that is the oldest imperial city of Morocco, the Sahara Desert, Marrakech, that is the highlight of travelers, Casablanca, where we are right now, or Tangier, we are proud to explore really every corner of Morocco. As well, please keep in mind that, for example, Tangier is only 8 miles from Spain. So Morocco is a super combination in order to combine Morocco and Europe, and we do it also a lot with our different partners. We also have created 20 different products, so journeys that allow us to answer every interest, preference, or desire of our clients. That means that if you tell me that your clients prefer like to do some art and gastronomy stuff, we're able to take our 2 journeys in order to build something really tailored for them. Regarding our experiences, that is really what sets us apart. So we curated our own experiences, and we partner with inspiring people that make you go a bit beyond the ordinary and go the extra mile. So we do days with locals, we partner with inspiring people like fashion designers, professional cooks, we'll talk about gastronomy, professional photographers, we do a lot of philanthropy tours. So we really always try to go to the extra mile in what we do. Morocco is also super safe. 300 days of sunshine per year, oldest kingdom of the world with Japan. The Sahara offers a serene beauty, and the main asset for me in Morocco is the hospitality of our people. It's deeply ingrained in the way of life of the people that we have here. So you have to come really to see it. So please do not hesitate to suggest Morocco as a destination for your clients. Of course, I would like to talk about the food, but we'll have some more time to talk about it. We quickly have also our own fleet of vehicles, our own pool of guides that are trained in the DNA of our company, meaning that it's not only your guide, but your friend, your bodyguard, someone you will tell happy birthday every year. So really building a strong connection with them. And we do also a lot of giving back to local communities, partnering with the different educations like women's cooperatives, skilled in traditional crafts, and a lot of projects that are actually ongoing right now. Well, this was a brief summary about Yadi Travel. Feel free to contact me directly after the webinar to know more about our company. Now I'm going to talk about the topic of today, which is actually the different culinary experiences that Yadi Travel offers in Morocco. So from the sizzling street food to refined palace feasts, Morocco culinary scene is actually a symphony of flavors, where Berber, Arab, and Andalusian influences blend into a cuisine worthy of the world's finest table. So with the different experiences that we will make you see, Morocco is truly a paradise actually for food lovers. So you go from very simple, authentic flavors to incredibly refined dining. And this is actually what makes it special, is that every region as well has its own identity. So we'll go quickly through different experiences that we have curated, or we partner with some of our suppliers. So I'll go very quickly, but just for you to have an idea of what we do. So for example, you're cooking in a chef's own garden, picking your own ingredients straight from the source. It's fresh, it's immersive, and people absolutely love how it feels. So we are doing incentives there. It can be for individual families. So FIT, it's a super experience, just 30 minutes from Marrakech, in order not to do the classic ones that you might be able to do in Marrakech, like for example this one, that is a cooking workshop that you can find with lunch at La Maison Arabe, which is always a hit, to be honest. It's quite quick, but it's elegant, very well structured, and still hands-on. And it's also very kids-friendly. We do a lot of families, actually. We organize a lot of Morocco is a kids friendly destination. So we have a lot of multi-generational families. So it's a great way to do it. You have more immersive as well experiences, like a cooking workshop with the visit of the souk and the lunch in the local riad. Here, actually, you start in the souk, selecting your ingredients, then head to a riad to cook. So it's a full journey from the market to the plates, and clients really connect with it. So I really as well encourage you to offer this to your client when they are especially in Tangier or in Fes. We also, as you might know, the Jewish community is quite big in Morocco, and the Jewish culture is something very, very important in Morocco. So for the Jewish community, it's something that most travelers don't expect, actually, discovering Moroccan Jewish cuisine. So it adds a whole new cultural dimension to the trip. In Tangier, the cuisine actually has a Mediterranean touch, so it feels slightly different. It's a great way to diversify the experience throughout the whole trip and to try, as I was saying in the very beginning, for example, in Essaouira, that is an amazing place in the north of Morocco, that actually allow you to have something different and experience another region in Morocco. This one actually is very personal. You are welcomed into a local home and you cook together with the family. This is one of the best ones that I prefer because it's simple, but often one of the most emotional moments of the journey. So you meet some people that you have never met before, they become your friends, you cook with them at their place, you see how they live, and even when you're doing ultra luxury thing, you don't remember the bed of your hotel or so on. You remember these kind of experiences, the people that you meet, and this is one actually of our top selling experiences because people always recommend it and they love it. We do a bit the same in Fes, so we spend the day with the family, cooking, sharing, and living in their daily life. And in Rabat, as I was saying, those are the moments travelers remember the most. We also do some street food tasting tour, especially in Marrakech. So with the chef actually that is guiding the experience, street food becomes much deeper and not just the classic thing that you might experience by yourself. So with him, you don't just taste, you understand actually what's behind every dish. And as you know, Morocco is very big in terms of spices and so on. So it's very interesting to be able to do it. You can also keep it more relaxed, not especially with the chef, and do it just to enjoy the Medina through food. It's fun, spontaneous, and actually full of surprises. You can try different things that you can try only in Morocco. For example, snails. I don't know if everyone loves this, but it's something that is very Moroccan and different from what you find in France, actually. This is actually Flavors of Morocco is one of our top experiences because this is where everything starts. So Moroccan cuisine is all about spices, and here you really learn how they are used every day, and for sure you will be back to the US with so many spices that you will try and that you will want to buy. Come in here in doing this type of workshops that we propose. Tangier, as I was saying, is a crossroads of cultures, and you can really taste the influence. This experience, doing a food tasting tour there, makes the experience very unique. So I also recommend it. And in Casablanca, where we are right now, we have a very authentic experience, which is the lunch at the Marché Central. Here, actually, it's all about going local, choosing your fish by yourself at the market, having it cooked right there, simple, delicious, but very authentic. It's not the very high-end experience that you might find in some of the wonderful places like we are here, but it's very authentic, and people as well tend to want to do it at least once one day in Morocco. We cannot talk about Morocco without talking about wine, and unfortunately, Moroccan wine is still quite under the radar. However, we are proposing a lot of wine tours as among our culinary tours. So once people try it, they are genuinely impressed. So we do a lot of lunch with wine pairings, either at Chateau Roselet in Meknes, either in Rabat, in Essaouira, in Fes, in nearby Casablanca as well. So if you come to Morocco, you have also to try our Moroccan wine. This is another area where we do it at nearby Essaouira actually. And for high-end clients, I think most of the people here know La Mamounia. So this is an experience. This is pure exclusivity inside La Mamounia. It's very intimate. It's very refined. Normally, it's supposed to be just for the in-house, but we have a very strong relationship with La Mamounia. This is why last webinar was held there. So we are able to have as well non-residents having their private wine tasting in La Mamounia's Lonothèque. We cannot talk about Morocco without talking about the Atlas Mountains. So in the Atlas Mountains, actually, while doing your soft hike, having a tea break at a local Berber house and so on, so you can stop in a local home for lunch. It's simple, but the setting and the hospitality make it just unforgettable, and one of the most amazing experiences you might enjoy when you are in the Atlas Mountains. If you prefer more to have a panoramic view, not essentially doing it with the locals, you can elevate your experience, and at the end of the day with the luxury lunch at Qasbat Amadot. Qasbat Amadot, as you can see, is one of the few Richard Branson properties in Morocco. It's nestled in the Atlas Mountains, and it's a perfect balance between authenticity and comfort. The dinner at Sidi Bounara village is one of my favorite as well, because it's really off the beaten path. You think that you are in the middle of nowhere, in a small village in the mountains, and you arrive in something very intimate, very real, very raw, and it just for dinner and sunset, it's just absolutely amazing. I was saying in the very beginning that all the regions are very different. So in Khamlia, food comes with music and culture. It's a full experience, not just a meal. In Fes, dinners are actually all about elegance and tradition, live music, so it becomes very atmospheric. And you can also dine above the Medina at sunset in Fes with panoramic views, as you can see here, in one of the oldest imperial cities of Morocco. So it's one of those wow moments that clients don't forget. Exclusive experience would be to dine at the Selman's tables. So dining in the Selman's tables surrounded by majestic Arabian horses is truly unique, very memorable. We do it a lot for farewell dinners to have this amazing wow factor before going back to the US. So it's something that you can remember, as well as, for example, doing at the Oberoi, where everything is about refinement and attention to detail. It's perfect for luxury travelers, where you can have an elegant royal dinner at Le Grand Canal, nearby the magnificent gardens of the Oberoi. Also, the banquet of Hoshina is more than dinner. It's a full sensory experience. Every detail is designed to impress. So this is for the people that love actually art. You have the brunch of Selman Marrakech, one of the most iconic brunches in Marrakech. Great food, live music, horse shows, and to finish with, you can have as well some amazing dinners, lunches in Agafay, in the desert. Actually, that is the rocky desert nearby Marrakech, or some more festive experiences like dinner with a show at Jad Mahal, at Bozine, or for example, to finish privatizing completely a riad for dinner in the Medina. It's the kind of moment that makes the trip truly special. So I try to go very quickly in different experiences to give you an idea as well of what is possible for you to do. I'll show you as very quickly how you can manage to fit it in an itinerary. So this is the way we present our itinerary. For example, this is a 14 days that we call the Grand Loop. It's the classic tour, as Morocco is also a standalone destination. You don't have to mix it always with Europe because there's so much to do. For example, in this itinerary, you go from Casablanca, Tangier, Chefchaouen, Fez, the desert, Ouarzazate, and Marrakech. So able to see mountains, sand, the coast, imperial cities. So a lot of culture, a lot of different experiences that you're able to do all along the way. So we send you highlights, inclusions of what you're going to do. And here I highlighted, for example, a culinary and cultural tour that allows you to see. In blue, I highlighted what you do, for example, as a culinary experience, but you can see at the same time everything that you will be doing during your trip. So for example, for this one, you arrive at Casablanca, you stay at this magnificent hotel, which is Le Doge, you do your authentic Marché Central experience that I was telling you, where you go choose your fish and really cook it directly there. You go then to our capital, Rabat. Passing by Rabat, you arrive to Tangier. In Tangier, you do food tasting tour with lunch at a local restaurant at the Qasba. The day after, you go to Chefchaouen, that you will, it's our blue pearl, you know, the city that is all painted in blue. We call it our blue pearl. You do guided walking tour of the blue town. And then you arrive in Fez, oldest imperial city of Morocco with more than 1400 years. In this, while going to Fez, you can stop doing a lunch with wine pairing and the cellar visits at Chateau Rouselaine. And for the full day in Fez, you do a cooking workshop with the visit of the souk, you do a guided city tour of the spiritual city, and you end up your day during a dinner at the Dar Anbar, which is a magnificent riad with the trio, Andalou, and traditional storytelling along the way. After that, you'll go to the desert, so in Merzouga. There you'll have an experience which is the Khamlia village for local lunch, because it's completely local experience and super different from what you can find in other regions. And going back to Marrakech, passing by Ouarzazate, doing, for example, a brunch at the Salman with the equestrian show only on Sundays, the Marrakech by night tour that we created with our street food tasting and spices experiences, your soft hike in the Atlas Mountains, including lunch at local Berber house or at Qasba Tamadot, as I was saying, and finishing with a real cooking class at a chef vegetable farm with lunch, with, for example, farewell dinner at La Grande Table Marocaine of La Mamounia, or at the Selman with the show that I was telling you about. This is how our itineraries look like. Then we send you the different accommodation where you will be staying, all different experiences that you're going to be doing during your tour. So we try to be very transparent and very exhaustive. The different restaurants that we recommend in Morocco and in the different cities you'll go, and then we go in detail on what you're going to be doing day by day. We also, I would like also to say to mention that we take cards, wire transfer, we can do net prices, we can do commissionable prices. I'm seeing a lot of partners that we are already working with in the webinar that know how adaptive, flexible we can be. If you want us to take care of the mainly the ground and experiences, we can do that. We try to be as well as exhaustive, transparent as possible, giving you this type of itineraries. Also, for the people that are on the ground in Morocco, we have our own app that allows them to have directly some notifications in order to tell them whenever there is something happening. And our, of course, team that is here 24/7 for you when you're on the ground. Thank you so much. I tried to be very quick, but as Anna was saying, don't hesitate to reach out to me after the webinar, sending me a mail. We can take some time to do some trainings with you for you to understand more Morocco and being able to sell it more and better. And until your next culinary journey, I tell you I say to you bsha, which is to your health, and it's a sentence we always say when you are eating actually in Morocco. And thank you so much, and I will be more than happy to answer every one of your questions, and thank you for having listening to us.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Camille. And of course, we know that it's quite impossible to cover all the amazing culinary experiences that you can include in an itinerary across Morocco. So when doing the follow-up email and when including this webinar recording, we will make sure to include and to put on copy Camille and his team, so you will have their contact information, and we are more than happy to help you to schedule a Zoom call or a virtual meeting so you can speak further about the possibilities with Yadi Travel and culinary experience in Morocco. So travel advisors, don't panic. You will have the chance to connect in another time with much more time and something really very private and customized just for you. And in fact, we already have one travel advisor who has 2 groups going to Morocco in March 2027. So don't worry, we will put you in contact with Camille so he can be your trusted DMC for these amazing groups. So once again, I encourage all the travel advisors connected live today to type any questions, any doubts you may have, as Camille will stay with us 5-10 minutes more to answer any of your questions. So the first question I have for you, Camille, is how do you work? Do you work with net rates, with commissionable rates? How travel advisors work with you?
So as I was saying, we try to be as much flexible as possible. So we work with both. If you want us to send you net rate, we do that. If you prefer commissionable, we can do it. We try to help you and be as flexible, adaptive as possible. So so we can do both actually.
Okay, and regarding payments, do you take credit cards? Is there any process fee for that? Do you accept only wire transfers? How is that working for Yadi Travel?
So we accept both. We either wire transfer or either we send you a link directly. You can click on it and put your card directly in it. There is a 3.5% of processing fee when you pay by a credit card. And that's it. It's very quick, it's very efficient, and indeed it's one of the options that we use the most with our US travel advisors. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Another question we have here: do you work with direct with final consumers, or do you work only with tour operators and travel advisors?
No, we are exclusively B2B from day one, and we will always be. Our main priority is our partners, which is you, travel advisors, are our main client. So this is why I'm saying that we also work white label. So this, for example, presentation sample itinerary that I was showing to you, we remove our logo. We put your logo on it. It's your time to shine. Even the app that we created, we can have your own logo when the people are on the ground. So we are actually your trusted partner in Morocco, but exclusively B2B, and we are here for you guys and for you to shine.
Awesome, thank you. And well, we have another question here. Do you have any assets to share with travel advisors? Yes, as I was mentioning at the very beginning, on the follow-up email that we are sending you all tomorrow, please check your inbox and as well your spam folder. We will include in that follow-up email the webinar recording, the presentation, and some other marketing materials that we have from Yadi Travel, such as photos, videos, sample itineraries, and of course, we will include also Camille contact information. So you can either contact him directly if you have a booking request or want to schedule a one-on-one, or you can come to us, Emerging Destinations, as we are their sales and marketing representation office in US and Canada, and we will be more than happy to schedule a Zoom call between you and Camille or someone on his team, so you can speak further about any specific topic you need. Then another question here, the control panel. What is the length of your average tour? Do you recommend like a 8-night stay?
So
I think the cities that you include in that, right?
sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Anna. What did you say?
It all depends on which cities and how many days you include in each city.
Yes, exactly. So we do tailor-made. It depends actually. So what we really love to do before organizing any trip, we have to understand the different preferences, interests, and desires of the final client. So we try to really do something tailored for him. But I would say that we have like two main things that come back the most. The one that wants to do Morocco as a standalone destination and see many things as possible, doing the desert, doing the mountains, doing imperial cities, and so on. And for this, I recommend at least 10 to 11 days. There are other people that prefer to reduce driving distances, to do it as a combination, to focus just on one part and doing it more slowly and coming back to do different regions another time. And we can do 5 to 6 nights this type of journeys. But indeed, as Anna was saying, we have done all kind of length. I'm seeing some partners in the panel. We've done 21 days for them, and others that we have done a weekend, like a 4-day trip as well.
Awesome, thank you. Do you have a travel agent portal?
We do not. We actually work with you directly through different meetings, reunion, do trainings for you, but we do not have a travel agent portal, no.
Okay, and I think maybe the last question we have here in the control panel, unless something else comes up, what is the average price per person per day? Well, it all depends on the hotel accommodation as well as on the activities, right? But is there like a minimum?
So it depends, as you were saying, a lot on the different accommodation and activities you were saying. As we are doing a tailor-made, it really depends. I would say that if you go to a tour with 5-star hotels, including a private driver and private guide that will be with you with a few experiences, we are around 500 USD per day per person. But again, it depends on the different accommodations you are staying. You can either go to a riad, a magnificent riad, around 200-300 USD, but we also have magnificent ultra luxury properties like Wal Mansour, Dar Ahlam, or La Mamounia that can be more than 2,000 USD per night. So it depends a lot on what you do. Ultra luxury is very big in Morocco as well, but we also have all kind of things that we can offer.
Right. And when is the best time to travel to Morocco?
So I'll talk about the high seasons if you want. The high season of Morocco is from March, April, May, June, and September, October, November, because this is the time where it's not too hot, especially in the cities in Marrakech, and the desert as well is perfect for it. Shoulder season would be January, February, and in July, August, better to avoid the desert and staying just by the coast or in Marrakech. So very, very high seasons are more October, November, April, May, and of course the super high season is Christmas and end of the year, because most of the Europeans, it's still sunny there, it's still warm here, so it's still sunny here and warm, so they all come to Morocco. So yeah, this is a bit the different seasons in Morocco. I don't know if I'm clear, but this is the best time to come. But yeah, this is it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that.
I just want to mention as well that it's not because it's the best time that you have to come at this time. We have done so many trips in January, February. That was just amazing because prices are less expensive. You have less people, and it's still today we are in March. It's 28 degrees Celsius outside. I forgot how to say in Fahrenheit, but it's super warm. It doesn't rain too much in Morocco, although this year we had been lucky because it rained a bit after 8 years of almost not a lot of rain. So yeah, don't be completely closed on coming at the right time, because it's 300 days of sunshine per year, so it's a year-round destination.
Cool, thank you. Well, we don't have any other questions on the control panel, so I will leave the last 2 or 3 minutes for you, Camille, just to wrap up and end the webinar regarding me and emerging destinations. Thank you, Camille, for this presentation, and to our travel advisors connected today. Thank you for taking the time. I know that you are all busy already booking and working on summer bookings, so thank you for making the time to attend today's webinar. And please make sure to check your inbox or spam folder tomorrow, as you will get all the information by email. But again, if you have any questions or if you need anything, please feel free to reach to anyone on the Emerging Destinations team, Jenna, Jane, Paula, or me. We are here for you. So over to you, Camille.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, everyone, to have participated to this webinar. I know it's a very busy period, so to take the time is really we take that into consideration. I just wanted to say a few last words, saying that please do not forget that Morocco is super safe. We had some words saying that is it next to the Middle East? Is it something similar? Not at all. Do not hesitate to suggest Morocco to your clients. It's still tourism is booming. We are, for the 3 years in a row, the most visited country in Africa. We have done the milestone of 20 million inhabitants, 20 million tourists, sorry, last year. We are organizing the World Cup of Soccer in 2030. I know in 2026 it's going to be in the US. In 2030 it's in Morocco. So the government is investing so much in everything related to tourism infrastructure. The only country in Morocco having a high-speed train. Well, everything and the different lines, flights that are being opened with United, with Delta, with Air Maroc, to Los Angeles, to everywhere in the US. It's only 6 hours from New York, so please do not hesitate to come to Morocco. We'll be more than happy to help you to as much as possible, and do not hesitate. We will send you, Anna will send you some sample itineraries of us, but if you want to have a one-by-one session, whatever, we'll be more than happy to schedule a call with you and to see how we can move forward together.